So basically what this guy did was that he made a fake app, created a whole persona online as Peter Miller. His Facebook profile page had him with a bike and his fiance at the back of his cover photo, because that's what Oibo people do on Facebook. Made a fake app, make a fake everything, fake car, fake present, everything fake. Came to my house and robbed me in broad daylight. I want to talk about how I got scammed. It might as well have been a daylight robbery, in my humble opinion, right? The guy might as well have come with a gun. Well, no, actually, nah, thank God that didn't happen. But that could have happened, actually. So we're gonna get into it. I sell things on Facebook Marketplace. Sometimes I sell all sorts of things, actually. The last thing that I actually successfully sold on Facebook Marketplace was my watch. I used to have an Apple Watch that I loved for some time that I sold on Facebook Marketplace. So I sell a lot of things on there, so it's kind of really good for selling things that you don't use in the house, right? I definitely kind of recommend it, right, for some things. So my sister had this phone that she gave to me. It's a brand new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip. Wow, it really hurts saying that out loud, because I realize every single time that fine. So she got this phone that she wanted to sell, and I was like, okay, yeah, I can sell it on eBay. So I tried putting it up on eBay, because I was just like, who actually would buy a mobile phone from Facebook Marketplace? Without thinking that now, like, I almost got a car actually on Facebook Marketplace. It's just I didn't like the car. So I was just like, I don't trust that people will actually want to buy a phone from Facebook Marketplace. So I'm going to put it up on eBay. Try to put it up on eBay. They were putting like a limit on how much that I could actually sell, which made things like really awkward. And because it was trying to sell it for like $550, and I wanted to put the phone up for like £800 at least, and then people can potentially bargain and stuff. So I was just like, you know what, eBay is playing up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on Facebook Marketplace in the meantime until I can sort out my situation with like my eBay. So which was what I did. So I put it up on £800 on Facebook Marketplace, right? So I put this thing up, and initially I got like a weird ask from someone, like, oh, like if this was still available, and then I was like, yeah. They never got back to me. The second person who asked was this guy who's called Peter Miller, right? So he asked me if it was still available. I was just like, yes, it is. Next thing, he was like, oh, what's the best price? And then because I put it up for £800, the actual value of this phone, I think, is a lot more. It's like around the 1,000 region, because it's brand new. So I was just like, sorry, like this is like at least £200 cheaper than what you get it in the shops, and I know that this is brand new. So like this is the best price that I can give you, basically. And then he was just like, oh, okay, that's fine. When can I come and pick it up? So we organized when to come and pick it up and everything. And then I asked him, like, actually, like, how are you paying? And then I was like, he gave me the option, like, whether I prefer cash or bank transfer. And I was like, yeah, bank transfer is fine, right? Because I don't feel comfortable, like, I don't know, carrying out £800, like this. It's a pandemic, people and the viruses. I don't want none of that, okay? So I was just like, yeah, that's fine. Now I know some people say, like, to be safe, that you should always ask for half of the money for something on Facebook Marketplace, especially when it's something significant like this up front. But quite frankly, I don't feel comfortable, like, and I think that's one of the biggest themes, I guess, in this story, is that the entire time I never thought that I, as a seller on Facebook Marketplace, could get scammed. Like, I was worried about the person who was buying and making sure that they felt comfortable trying to sell this thing on Facebook Marketplace, because I felt like if I was a buyer, I'd be like, okay, I'm not giving you my money, like, I need to see the product first, all of that jazz. So I never really thought, you know, that as a seller I would actually get scammed, which is where, yeah, anyway. So yeah, some people say you should ask for the price first, like half of the price at least first up, but I don't feel comfortable doing that, because I wouldn't pay you money if I haven't seen a product. So I was just like, yeah, bank transfer is fine, which I think should be fine under normal circumstances, but this wasn't normal circumstances. So my man pulled up to my house in a white van, that's sort of like a minivan. Actually, on the day that he was going to come, he said he would confirm whether he'd be able to come and pick up on the day. I was like, yeah, that's fine, like we can do that. So he messaged me on the day for my address, like, oh, I can make it. And then I sent him my address. 20 minutes later, he pulled up, which makes me think he lives locally, I think. So he pulled up, minivan. He's like, oh, can I see the phone? I showed him the phone and everything. I was fully like, oh, when I think about it, it actually hurts my soul. It hurts me inside my heart, like inside, deep inside. Anyway, so I was fully like telling him like, don't worry, it's brand new, like I can vouch for like this is a good purchase and everything. I even turned on my phone. Like you can see it works and everything, it's perfectly fine. He was like, okay, that's fine. Gave me this sub story about how he was buying it for his girlfriend. And actually, I remember going through his Facebook profile at the time, not because I thought anything was suspicious, just because I'm nosy, right? I was just like, yeah, before he actually came to my house, I went through his Facebook profile and he said he was a manager at Sky, which seems a bit typical, right? It seems fairly normal. And then he also said that he got engaged on February 13th, which as a woman, I was just like, are you mad? Why didn't you propose on February 14th? Like, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? Okay, so when he came and then he said he was buying it for his girlfriend, in my mind I'm thinking, oh, you just got engaged, that's your fiance now. So not necessarily thinking that, okay, this is weird, but I just clocked that, you know, that didn't quite add up in my head. So after looking at the phone, and then he was like, okay, that's fine, I'm going to pay via bank transfer. And I was like, if that's fine, I'll pay you £800 because just the way the bank app works. In the moment, I was like, that's weird, $799, because I put it up for $799, I should say. So £799, £800, £1 difference. You can transfer any amount of money with your bank app. So why would you want to send me £1 more? Like, it didn't make sense logically, because I was just like, okay. But then I was like, it's £1 for me, whatever, that's fine, it's fine. So he went through his bank app. When I looked at the bank app, I didn't check whether, oh, like what app are you using to check, you know, send me money or whatever. It was just like, oh, okay. The bank app didn't look familiar. But then in my mind, I was thinking at the time that there's so many different banking applications that people use. There's like Monzo, for example, which is a bank app that I use. And if someone uses a Monzo to send you like information, no, to send you money, sorry. I got distracted as people walking by. So I have a Monzo app, and if you don't use a Monzo, or if you don't know what Monzo app is, you don't really know what it is. It just looks like a weird sort of online platform that you just don't recognize. So that was the same thing. It was just like, okay, yeah, it's an app. So that was how he then sent me the money. He was fully like checking my details, like, you know, sort code, account number, blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, fine, yeah, putting everything in. Then when he made the payment, they got like a payment confirmation page, which is normally what you get with like most of the banks that you transfer money through. You get like a tick like a tick sign, sorry, that says, you know, payment successful. And then he said my name and some weird payment reference. Now the thing is, my sister pointed out later, is that it didn't capitalize the first letter on my surname. And most legit normal bank apps should do that. But then again, at the time, I wasn't thinking, oh, you're about to get scammed, girl, you're about to get scammed. So my mind didn't, you know, I was just like, okay, fine. And then he was like, oh, like, do you want to take a picture of the payment reference? In the moment, I was like, whatever, like, it doesn't mean anything to me. Yeah, fair enough, I'm just here, proof of transaction, I'll take whatever I have, but that's fine. I was like, I'm gonna wait for my alert to come through. Now I actually don't get alerts like text messages. What I actually get is like a notification from my app, because I've got my mobile app on my phone, like my bank app on my phone, and the actual app sends me a notification. So waited like maybe 20 seconds, nothing was coming through. I was like, oh, it's still not coming through. It was just like, yeah, that they're saying that literally such a chill, calm person, the most calm person, the most you know, no red flags. This is how men get you, girls. This is how they get you. The most calm person ever. Nothing like, I was just like, okay, it was so calm. Anyway, he was like, yeah, I think they were saying that in this kind of voice, like,
oh, I think they're saying that normally like the bank apps like take sort of like a bit of a longer time if you're new payments, like you're a new pay.
So he hasn't obviously paid me before, so sometimes it takes longer. I was like, okay, that's fine. And then he showed me on his app, he was like, you can see the money like has gone out from my account, minus, it was showed there, you know, where you have your payment transactions, minus £800. So it was like, yeah, minus £800, everything perfect. Like, it would normally, apart from that glitch on that sort of transaction successful page, that was a bit weird, but apart from that, everything, I promise you, everything looked perfectly fine. I was just like, okay, it looks legit, I think you sent me the money, that's fine. He was like, is that okay? I was like, yeah, I think that's fine. But then everything was sort of happening, like, it almost felt like, obviously if it was Nigeria, I'd be like, oh, it was jazz, but it almost felt like really, like everything was happening really quick. And I think he has like a personality, and it's like a personality thing where people are like so down to earth and calm and like convincing and everything. And because he had all the stuff on his phone to prove, I was just like, yeah, he definitely sent me the money, so that's fine. When he then said, I was like, okay, that's fine, you can take the phone and then go, because I can see that you sent the money. When he was driving off, like I said, everything was happening kind of slow and quick at the same time. So I memorized his number plate, because I was just like, just in case, you know what I mean? Just in case. The Nigerian in me was like screaming, I don't have money in my hand, someone is taking my phone. Okay, I'll take your car reg number, I will find you, right? So an hour later, I messaged him like, the money's not coming through my account. He was like, yeah, the bank says it normally takes. He actually replied, the audacity, guys. So he replied and said, yeah, the bank says it normally takes about like how long did he say? It normally takes about 2 hours, which I've kind of heard in the past before. Sometimes as well with your bank, if you make a payment transaction, they will literally say on their payment can take up to 2 hours to actually reflect. So I was just like, oh okay, that's fine. Me, you know, being polite and everything. 2 hours later, money's not in my account. I was like, okay, I don't have my money, guy, please send me my money. So I messaged him like, I still have, it's not there. Didn't reply, right? I was like, okay. It's like, it was about 8 p.m. by this time. This happened around 4 p.m. during the day. So there was sunlight. It was not, you know, hidden in the alley somewhere. Broad daylight robbery, guys. In the evening, I messaged him like round about just before 9 p.m. He didn't respond. I was just like, okay, he might be asleep. Something's feels a bit uncomfortable. That's fine. I need my £800. Next day, I messaged in the morning like, hey, you haven't replied. Unfortunately, if you don't respond right now, I will have no choice but to like escalate this further. Like, send me my money, or tell me, or contact your bank to tell me what's up. My man didn't respond, obviously. So when I was at work, I had to come out during lunchtime to call my my bank. I was like, someone apparently is sending money to my account. Can you see like money trying to enter my account? And maybe there's something, for some strange reason, that could be blocking money from entering my account, which is rarely ever the case unless it's like a huge sum of money that looks like fraud. And it was in the moment when the bank guy was just like, no, I don't see anything trying to enter your account. I think you should actually call the person who's been trying to make this transaction and confirm that they've actually made the payment. Hey God, that was the moment I was just like, Jesus, I was just like, oh my God, like all of the pieces were just finally like just coming together. I was like, hey, I'm finished. I was actually finished. And then that was where all the panic ensued. I had his registration number that I took. Guys, I went to the app like online to see if because we have the MOT thingy where you can just go online, put someone's registration number, and you can see their MOT. I just wanted that just to show that the car was there, and I was like, I can send this to the police, we're gonna find you. Okay, put that. They say the car is unregistered. I say, hey God, wow. So basically what this guy did was that he made a fake app, created a whole persona online as Peter Miller. His Facebook profile page had him with a bike and his fiance at the back of his cover photo, because that's what Oibo people do on Facebook. Made a fake app, make a fake everything, fake car, fake present, everything fake. Came to my house and robbed me in broad daylight. Oh my God, I'm screaming. I'm actually screaming. I'm smiling, but I cried. I was so upset. Like, I was just like, and I think the worst thing about being scammed is feeling stupid. Like, I think, yes, okay, the money is a lot of money for me. I mean, it might not be a lot of money for you, but for me, £800 is a lot of money. But it was just like the stupidity. Like, I just felt really, really dumb. And I felt like, oh my God, like, I'm Nigerian. Like, you're not supposed to be able to scam me. Do you get what I mean? Like, how dare you? Like, I was so offended. I was just like, how absolutely dare you? And I started replaying everything that I could have done. I thought to myself, okay, maybe I should have taken like his license or something. My man could have had a fake ID to show me. I was thinking, okay, maybe I should have taken his real name. He could have had everything fake. For you to show up at, you know, this whole sort of event and come with a fake unregistered car. This is your business. This is how you eat. This is your bread and butter. This is your akara and custard. This is it. This is how you make money. So I just like had to just tell myself, like, at the end of the day, like, thank God it wasn't worse. Because imagine people who live alone. Do you get what I mean? Like, these people can come into your house. He could have had anything. There could have been people in that car, like the white van that he pulled up in. I have no idea. And even if it was cash, he could have given me fake cash. He could have given me like, he could have been giving me so many, it could have been just so much worse, and so many things could have just gone left. So I'm just like, oh my god, like I'm still kind of a little bit thankful. I didn't have to learn this lesson with this amount of money. So it could have been £100, you know. I would have been happy to be scammed £100, and I'd be pissed off, but you know what, it's okay, you know. Lesson learned, blah blah blah, everything works for good. £800 is a lot. £800 is a lot of money. It really is. Sorry guys, the sun is zipping in and out. It really is a lot of money, and yeah, it really took me a long time. Like, it literally just destabilized me that weekend. It destabilized everything. I was just like, god, like, is this life? I was so pissed off. But so many of these scams are happening. Like, I've seen on Twitter, like, people, I think someone had entire bank accounts. Like, I don't know how, like, even I can't even imagine how bad that person must feel for someone to convince you to transfer all of your money. So, like, people who do fraud, you know, go better for you. Like, it will never be well with you. Lie. The heartache that it honestly is actually, I understand now, like, when they say people were scammed and they had like heart attack and stuff like that, because it was £800 and I was like pretty much very close. So yeah, there's been a lot of scams. There's been a lot of people who are doing all sorts of things. I get all sorts of phone calls, all sorts of everything. I get everything. So yeah, be safe out there, guys. And if you're using Facebook Marketplace for anything that you don't feel comfortable with, it's a huge amount of money. I recommend eBay. But if you're using something like, if you still feel like you want to sell it on Facebook Marketplace, just be safe. Apps like PayPal, for example, you can get your instant notification. Like, you need to have that notification inside your phone that you can actually make a transaction with the money they sent you. You can see the numbers plus added there. And if it's not there like that, then definitely do not allow anybody to walk away with your products, because people are mad. People are mad out here in these streets. People will actually, they're doing the most. Okay, they're doing the absolute most. So yeah, after all of the heartache and tears and everything, that's my story of how I got scammed on Facebook Marketplace. Thank you so much for watching this video. I am now going to try and edit it after running on 4-hour sleep for the last weekend because I had deadlines. But I'm going to edit this video and hopefully you enjoy watching it. Thank you very much, and I will see you, what do I say again? I can't remember. I'll see you somewhere in this space sometime soon. Bye bye.